You already know how we do, man. About to load up with my boy Lamar. I'm about to get it in. You had a nice weekend though. Hopefully y'all did. I'm putting in that Madden work a little bit. Currently in the 10,000s. Should have been more high, higher, but had stuff to do. You gotta really be on it. You gotta really be on there like every other day.
Coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the
I say skunk on me like 45-0.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out. It got his man. Complete. The 30.
Like I said.
The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 82 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
43-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Packers 1st down.
A 1st carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of
so the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Packers 3.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd and 6.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Takes it down to the 10-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Let's
Tucker with the
go.
extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Darius Shepard on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The ball carry.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 28. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. in good position, 1st and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 23-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers are back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Ravens 14. Packers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers.
I'll take
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson will throw again. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A quick toss out right, and he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Jackson on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield.
I'll take it. Get on up out of here.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, hey, champion, yeah, we here.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A little juke. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the open. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Gain of a yard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Dancing to his left. Now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
27 on the play. First down, Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to keep it again. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker lining up for
those free safeties. They get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20.
This is Ingram. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 10.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA NBC Sports halftime report. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
At the 16.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
For a Baltimore Raven. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from inside the 5. And again, it's Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And my goodness, another interception.
He's catching everything.
A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 40 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And that's caught inside the 30.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Miles Boykin. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled it.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ingram again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Jackson on
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Ingram. 11 yards there, first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They got to do a little bit better job.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's 2nd and
extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Jackson will keep it, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And the Ravens first down.
Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. This time, Jackson will throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
The game, 28-all. Justin Tucker.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. The quick feet by Jackson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
What the fuck is you dancing for, nigga?
Today's final score, Ravens 35.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular effect.
He better than right, dog.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm